Welcome to Meg's house, and in today's video we are doing this really cute hairstyle on my daughter's hair. I'm starting off on freshly washed hair, washed and conditioned, and I'm just applying some leave-in conditioner, which is the Mazzani leave-in, I think it's Miracle Milk, and some styling cream. I'm following up with some hair oil just to apply that to her scalp. This has really been beneficial not only in my own life, but in my children's lives and growing their hair out. And now I am just making sure to distribute that throughout her hair. I know sometimes people like to do it in sections, but if you're a mom like me, sometimes we're a little short on time. So this has been a quicker way. It's just applying it throughout the hair and then massaging it throughout the hair. And then it also helps in terms of detangling the hair so that I can easily detangle and start styling the hair. So I've split her hair into two sections on the top part of it. And then within those sections, I have done a diagonal part to make the first section that I am detangling. And I've applied some gel to those edges because this is about to be a braid going back. And when I braid, I make it tight enough to hold the braid, but not so tight that it's pulling her hair out. If you notice, as I'm braiding, she is just playing and having a good old time, so it's not causing her any pain for me to braid her hair. And now for the top portion of that first section, I am just putting a hair tie around that to hold it in place because I'm going to go ahead and work on braiding the other side. So I do part their hair using a rat tail comb. Sometimes I use the back of the comb to do it, sometimes the front. By their hair still being really soft, and especially my youngest one, still kind of having like those baby hair, sometimes it's so fine that I have to use the front of the comb so I can make sure that part is really straight. But try it out and see if you notice a difference between using the front of the comb versus the back of the comb. But again, we are sectioning off the top portion of that second section and then applying some gel. So I do apply gel on both sides of the braid because I really want that hair to lay down. Again, by their hair texture, I would say they're about a 4A, 4B. And my youngest daughter more 4B than 4A in comparison to her sister in the back. But their hairstyles, like I can do it, but maybe I'll get 2 or 3 days before it starts to look fuzzy because their hair has a looser curl pattern, and I'm able to apply water and products to style their hair again as needed throughout the weeks. Whereas my hair, I'm more 4B, 4C, and I can't just start over with some water and products. I have to really wash and condition my hair all over again. But anywho, pros and cons to both sides of it. I am still making that braid on her hair. Again, not applying too much tension, but enough to maintain the braid. How you know it's too much tension is like if you look at the scalp and it looks like it is like pulling the strands out and you see kind of like those little beads and balls forming. That's too much. That's too much. And I have even taken down braids if I notice that it's too much and too tight on the hair. Because I want to say, I remember it was Thanksgiving, maybe her first Thanksgiving, and I did like this little updo. But I noticed the edges, like I guess I must have slicked them back a little too much because when we were at the Thanksgiving dinner, I'm like, oh my goodness, look at my daughter's edges. So again, I'm just really mindful of that. And we have had to like grow out her edges again. So the gel really does help keep it in place to also allow it to lay down, look nice and neat without pulling on those edges. Okay, so I have made it to the top sections now, and I'm making small sections within the section. So I am taking the front of the comb to part those areas, and these are just horizontal parts across the top of her head. All right, and now I am taking rubber bands and I select the colors that I want. This is important if the colors do matter to you. If you don't care about color, then I mean you can get some all black ones that match your child's hair, or different colors, whatever you want. But I want to say we were doing this for a holiday, so I was looking for like blues and reds, I think. And might have just did blue on her hair. But anywho, you can see how that rubber band is holding in place to show the parts for that section. And now something about these colored rubber bands, y'all. Those colored rubber bands be popping, okay? They just be popping. So one thing I've noticed is if you do add a black rubber band with it, it does help. So if the rubber band pops, you still have the other rubber band, the black rubber band, in place to hold the section as you have styled it. So what I did was I took the first section and added it to the second section, and then here I am doing the third section where I have combined the first two sections with the hair for the third section. And there I actually do have like a blue and a black rubber band. And notice that I did pull it out a little bit, because what I noticed is sometimes when doing this, when I'm tightening the rubber bands, it's like it pulls the previous section back and then you lose your part, so you can't even see it anymore. But if I loosen that up, the hair that I have included and pulled in, then that way the sections are able to be shown. So yeah, just do a little bit of a pull, not that you again breaking the hair, but a slight pull to loosen up the section that you brought in, and then bring it into that section overall. So now I'm going to the back of the hair. I am applying a styling mousse. I want to say this is Aunt Jackie's styling mousse, and I'll make sure to link all the products in the description box below for you all. I do have an Amazon storefront where I have linked these products, making it really easy and convenient for you. Because again, I'm a working mom, so I know time is money, okay? Or really, time is valuable. Let's say that instead. But you know, so I've done the work for you to put those products together. So nonetheless, check that out after you finish watching this video. But I applied that mousse all over and then detangled, and then putting the braided section and the top sectioned hair all together to form a ponytail in the back. And then now I will split that into 3 parts to do a braid going down. I do like to comb out the braid about midway through, just so that it can stay nice and sleek and neat. Other times when I have not done that, I'll find that the braid feels messy and it gets fuzzy way faster than when I make it nice and neat. So doing that little step is helpful. And then of course you can add accessories however you like. Again, thinking about your color theme with the hair. So for her, she had pretty much the white and light blue at the top part, so I added the blue at the bottom and then gave her a little sparkle in the middle with the gold barrettes. And then now I'm just cleaning up her edges, making sure everything looks nice and neat. I like using my rat tail comb the most to do the edges. I have used like the edge brush before, where it has like the brush on one side and then the little comb on the other side. I'm still on the fence about that, because sometimes I feel that it hurts them for me to do it, but that's my preference. And this is the final look at the end. So this is her looking in the mirror, okay, and loving her hair. I love how neat and clean it came out, and being able to see all of the sections and the parts. It just came out so great. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next one.